What's up? What's happening? You know who I am right around this time, and you know what's going on right around this time. So you already know my order. You already know how this works. So let's go ahead and get to it. Be very brief. I just want to give y'all this. Once again, I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to get you to think and show you that there's more than one way to look at things. You're not going to see things the way that I see it. That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to see it the way I see it because we don't have the same process. We're all supposed to see it different. That's why you can't dispute me and my experience and my opinion. It's my opinion. Just like you have the ability to have your own. And nobody can tell you that you're wrong from the way that you see things. Your experiences taught you to see it that way. So stand in your truth and start seeing, see life the way you want to see it. And you're not crazy for seeing it the way you want to see things. It's your experience. It's you. Like, what are we talking about here? But I don't even know why I even went there. But anyway, I went there and now we back. So I just want to give y'all a little small something to think about real quick. Might be a little crazy, but it is what it is, right? So you think about this. I want you to think about the sky, right? The sky has rain, sleet, snow, hail, clouds, sun, moon, stars, even planets and all that, I guess. I don't know what all goes on up there. I'm just telling you what I see. The parts that I can see, right? These are the things that go on in the sky. The one thing that hasn't changed is regardless of what's going on in the sky, none of the sky never becomes none of these things. These things just take place in the sky. When it snows, it's just snowing in the sky. If the sky was all snow, how would we survive? If the sky was all rain, we'll get flooded. If the sky was all sunlight, things, what else, because you need water and all that other stuff. So how would that work, right? The sky never becomes one thing. It just takes form of something for that moment, but it never becomes it. It still remains the sky, right? Now that may sound weird, but I want you to see it this way. That's what it is when it comes to your emotions. When it comes to you. In your sky, which is your body, there's anger, there's rage, there's joy, there's peace, there's pain, there's whatever other emotions you could, being irritated, all that stuff takes place in your body, right? The only problem that we have is we conform to fit whatever, we're conforming to that emotion. So when we're angry, we conform to anger. Like we transform into that anger. We attach ourselves to that anger, and it makes us stay angry way longer than we should because we have tailored ourselves to fit that mood, forgetting that that's not how life works. So when you're happy, you cater on to that, and then once your mood changes, then you go to your next move and you follow that. Well, let me tell you the problem about that. If you was an angry individual, when the anger leaves, so would you. You understand? If you was just a happy person, whenever you're happy leave, so would you. What I'm trying to get you to understand is those emotions in your body are just clouds that's just passing through. That's all they do. The anger just passes through. The peace just passes through. The peace can stay, but understand that you're human, so you're going to feel emotions. You're going to have a little anger here and a little rage here, and it's fine. Being angry means that you stood for something, or something went against the way you saw it. Like you stood for something, so it's okay to have anger in it. You need that. That just means that you stood for something. When it becomes your mood, then that's when it becomes a problem, because now you have attached yourself to this emotion, and then now you're gonna just have a bad day all day, right? What I'm basically trying to get you to understand is look at your body as how the sky is. Your body is just this, the body is just a place where emotions just pass through. Let them pass through. Let them go. Because what you really don't know is your true natural state is nothing. It's silence. May sound crazy, but really think about what I'm saying. You ever notice when you're switching moods, there's a part in there where you feel nothing before you get to your next mood? That's who you really are. You're the silence. As crazy as it may sound, you are silence. You're really quiet. Think about it. Try your best to not think about something for like 10 seconds. Because some people say, well, if you do that, you're still thinking about not thinking. Okay, cool, do that. But just do it and watch what you feel. Watch you notice that there's going to be no emotion. You're not going to feel anything. Because that's who you naturally are. You're the silence. You're the quiet. That's who you naturally are. The problem is we attach ourselves to the emotions, forgetting that the emotions are just clouds that pass through. But that your natural state of being is silence. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is anytime certain emotions arise, it's okay to live it, to be, to let it come through, but understand that whenever anger or something comes in, okay, that means you stood for something. Okay, cool. Something disappointed you. Okay, cool. That means you have some morals and whatever the case may be. Okay, cool. But you can't scribe to it, because now it's going to become a mood and it's going to become a thing, like all day. You ever notice once you get mad about one thing, you wind up mad about everything? Let the mood just pass, because your natural state is silence. Crazy as that may sound, really think about what I just said. Notice when your mood changes and all that, there's going to be a split second of just quiet. That's who you naturally are, the silence. So whenever the anger comes, let it pass. When that extreme happy comes, let it pass, because your natural state is what they will call joy. You're just quiet, like it's really nothing there. Your natural state. This body just is these emotions are just, our body is the sky, and our emotions is like whatever the weather is. When it rains, snows, sleet, hail, that's what our emotions are. Some days our days is sunny, some days it ain't. Some days it could be raining all day. Some days it could be thunderstorming. Some days it may flood. It is what it is. But notice it's not that every day. Some days your days are going to be beautiful, and some days it's going to be a little rainy. Guess what? You ever notice you still can adapt in all bad weather? Sit in the house. You can think of some good stuff to do at home. Same thing is with your emotions, regardless of how bad it may be, regardless of how angry you may be or the rage you may have. Guess what? You still can adapt. You can still find good things to do in that anger. It's the same thing. Don't believe me? Just pay attention. Your natural state is quiet. You ain't got to believe me. Understand. This is my perspective. It works for me. You can't debate me. How you going to tell me I'm wrong about me? I'm just telling you. You ain't got to believe me, but I tell you what I do got is peace. I got more of that than I do anger, because I'm telling you what works. So anytime that emotion comes, I know to say, okay, this is not real. How I really feel is really quiet. So let me scribe to that. Understand that this is just an emotion. Let this cloud just pass through and I'll be just fine. That's how you get through it. That's how you get through your day. Understand that your emotions are just clouds. Let them pass, because your natural state is quiet. You ain't got to believe me. But I bet you can't come for my peace, because I will okay you to death. You did.